Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Reincarnated as a podcaster.
Welcome to season whatever this is.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. This is it's been.
We're doing a look back on our last episodes.
I don't even know what our last episode was.
I don't either. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
All I know is we're looking back. That's what we talked about.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So what was your favorite podcast that we did?
I don't remember any of them.
You don't remember any of them.
They're gone.
Favorite
I don't want to tell you.
I don't know. Probably Michael was in it.
Yeah, probably. He's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, I did like our
The hentai episode
Yeah, I was gonna say that's my favorite one.
yeah.
with Cam and his Ahegao onesie.
Yeah, that's so long ago.
Don't forget that
That's
picture.
forever ago.
Look, I'll put it right here.
No, he won't.
No, you won't.
It's been a while. It's been a long time. Obviously.
Like 7 months.
Yeah. Stuff happened. Obviously.
Nah, the last
House
time we posted
flooded.
was
We went to
June,
Japan.
When was the last time we posted? June?
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, it's probably the last time.
Yeah, house flooded. Went to Japan.
We've been at every con you can think of.
Been camping.
There's been a lot. There's been quite a bit.
Just came back from Vegas.
But we're back. We're back. We're here.
We're back.
Things are probably a little rough because this came out of nowhere. But we're back. And we are going to talk about...
Looking back. To look back.
Don't worry, that was definitely not picked up by the mic. Oh, our last one was the Nicolas Cage episode.
With your dad in it?
Yeah, with my dad in it.
Oh.
6 months ago.
Oh, Lordy.
6 months ago?
6 months
But
ago.
yes, we're talking about Look Back.
What the fuck?
Written by... I would pull his name on here if I...
Give me a second.
Something Fujimoto.
Yes.
I think.
Tatsuki Fujimoto.
Tatsuki Fujimoto.
Chinese manga.
Yep. The mangaka famous for obviously writing Chainsaw Man and Fire Punch.
Shark Kick.
The shark kick.
Yes. But this...
This one shot.
Exactly. This is a one shot that he did.
I'm surprised they animated this for like a movie for like an hour.
It's pretty famous.
Is it?
I know it's pretty big.
know.
Like, but it's also one of those things where it's retroactive fame. So
because
because Chainsaw Man is what it is.
Yeah.
A lot of people went back and went through like Fire Punch and these one
back,
shots.
you would say.
Yes, they did. but I do feel like
The whole episode's gonna
I
be
do feel like even before that.
Yeah.
That it was pretty like critically acclaimed. Like it's
It's
considered a very good
Based
one
on
shot.
a true story.
It's not.
Nah.
I already looked
You
this
looked
up.
it up.
Yep.
Damn it.
This is the one thing I had to look up because I was like, oh man, this is real life. This is depressing as fuck. No, so this is, let's see, it's aspects of like real life. Basically, it came out in 2019. The dark scene that we'll talk about in a second was it's about the Kyoto animation stuff.
That's what I figured it was. That's what I figured it was.
I kind of thought because I'm like, I don't remember hearing anyone getting killed by an axe.
No, that's his own little spin.
brutal.
But like even the reasons the man gave, it's exactly the reasons.
Well, yeah, it's one for one.
Bro, it's not that deep, bro.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep. We have AI now. It's even worse.
Yeah, stealing my art. Goddamn bastards.
Okay, I want to start off with a spoiler warning. I feel like if you haven't seen it, don't watch the rest of the show.
And then come back to it. Come back to it.
Yeah, come back after you've
Please.
seen it.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it just came out on the 7th.
It's there. You
I
can
don't know
watch
what
it
day it
there, or watch it wherever you watch.
You know,
Yeah,
Recording
you know.
this on the 9th.
Yeah, you can, swim, the seas, or whatever.
Either way,
Yeah.
But watch the movie. Watch the movie. It's good.
And then come back. All right, you came back? Okay, cool.
Welcome back. We're still talking about Look Back. No laughs? No laughs? Thank you, viewer. I heard it. But, this is an interesting one-shot story.
Yes.
It's about basically a manga author, writer, drawer,
Manga. Just,
It's about a child.
yes.
two children.
Two children.
It's a two child.
Me too.
Two children.
Two girls. Two elementary school girls.
That want to draw. One has good backgrounds, and the other one has good ideas.
Oh.
And it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna draw as good as I can.
Well, they started in the 4th grade, right? And they had like little school newspaper, And this one girl in the 4th grade was like, I'm gonna draw 4-panel mangas, and they were kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
The art was, a 4th grader, not great. But then next to it, she would do like backgrounds, so just like
Yeah, just
landscapes, basically.
Yes.
4-panel landscapes. They're pretty
They
good.
would have like a theme and stuff.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're pretty good.
and yeah, what
And then she got triggered.
yeah, the one girl that draws like the funny ones was always at school, and the other one was like a shut-in.
Yeah, it was-
Yeah.
So she had time to draw, and the other one was like, I got school, friends, drawing.
My family bullying me.
So it's like I don't have time. And then she's just like, you know what? I'm gonna get better than this other kid. And then she drew every anatomy book there was to ever draw.
And then one day in the 6th grade, she was just like, I give up.
She said, I'm out.
I'm out. Don't want to do this anymore. I'm not good enough.
I did like that scene though. It definitely felt like something that happens in real life,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you're just like, I'm gonna sit down, practice 10,000 hours,
And then an Asian kid is better than you.
and then this
Yeah,
kid
yeah.
in 4th grade
Or,
draws better than me.
I mean, this is recently, right? But I mean, there's a lot of discourse. An artist talking about the PewDiePie video of his art
I
for the
haven't seen his art, to
365
be
days.
fair.
I don't know why they even hating on it, bro.
Is it bad or is it good?
It's the same reason. His art's great,
Oh, is it?
but it's the same thing. Like, oh, you got this dude that's been doing this for a year, and it's better than what I've done for like 5, right? But it's the same. It's that same sentiment,
Well,
right?
when you sit down for like 30 years and only doing one thing, you do get a lot better.
If you do practice every day,
We definitely don't.
But I mean, it's a little bit of that discourse. But it's funny that we watch this, and that is something currently, that people have been discussing, right?
You're just haters, bro. You're just haters.
Oh yeah, and obviously there's always, because everyone will always look for excuses, because comparison robs you of any happiness you could possibly have.
Oh, well, yeah. Because
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we always compare our art to other people's. And there's other ways you can do it. You don't always have to be the best artist. You can be funny. You could be, I don't know, smart about your art.
Yeah, of course, but that's viewing your work in a positive light, right? Obviously, we're trying to look for that. But in the case here, I mean, you could tell you have a person that is so used to getting praise,
Yeah.
and the moment is directed somewhere else. They're just like, I need it.
I guess it almost goes into the whole, talent versus hard work
Yeah.
type of thing.
See, I understood her thing, though. She's like, I got these funny ideas. I'm like, I like these funny ideas. They're pretty good. Like, we make funny ideas. Like this shirt you can buy online right now on our website.
I don't even know if it's just like her ideas in general, right? Because at first, it's your closed bubble mentality of where everyone's telling her she's great, and without any evidence to the contrary, you think that's good until you have this other person that goes in and it inspires her to be better, right?
Teacher shits on her.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
She didn't.
The
but-
kid
but-
shit on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, even whether it's out of spite or out of whatever's, right? But she gains this dedication to do this thing, right? Because a lot of people, even if you think about it, even if you're doing something that's spite based, it normally doesn't last very long. It runs out, especially something like that.
Yeah.
But the fact you could tell,
She did it for like 2 years.
yeah, she loves it enough, even
Well, yeah.
to push
I
herself
think-
through it and
Yeah,
to work
so
hard.
It's probably more at that point, just like, as a normal artist, you're just like, I'm getting better, so I might as well
Yeah.
keep doing it. Because that's how I understood it.
I think she got to the point where, like, even though she was working so hard to be better, the backgrounds were still better than her art in
Well,
her
yeah,
mind. So she's just like, no matter
I'm
what
done.
I do, is just not gonna get as good as her.
Yeah.
And then she finds out that she was a fan of her, and that's why she's so good.
Yeah.
And then the movie ends.
Yes, that's
I wish it did. I wish it did.
that's totally how that goes.
No, you forgot about the cool autograph on the back of her,
That's
her
right.
jacket.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
sign
yeah.
my jacket? Okay.
And I really like that scene where she goes in the house to deliver the diploma,
Yeah.
and then she's like, well, I'm just gonna leave it here. Oh, what's this piece of paper? Am I drawing it? He's gonna shed on her real quick, and then whoop, the wind just takes her.
I do like the idea of the wind taking it under the door.
Yeah.
Because they use it multiple times in this. I
Uh-huh.
think it's a very good like callback /
Yeah.
like
Look back.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. I don't get it. But anyway, but I do like that premise of it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
definitely at the end when it comes back around, you're like, what the fuck? This is voodoo magic. And you're like, oh, interesting.
Anime magic.
Yeah.
Magic. No, that show was really
It's
good though.
meant to serve a theme. But I do, and there's a lot of things, especially done with like the animation, how things are framed in this, where like, let's say that scene where the girl comes down, she's like, oh, I'm your biggest fan. I love that you can kind of tell all the conflicting emotions that are going on in this person's head as it's happening.
You're the reason why I stopped drawing, basically. You're praising me for my drawing.
Why did you randomly stop drawing in the middle of 6th grade? Like, whoa.
You won't believe this.
You can see it. There's this moment. You're just like, you could see in her face, right? She's like, because it's
You did this.
you did this. You did this.
I just love how a fan of her she was, and just specific things like, I would love this thing you did in the 3rd grade, bro. It's Da Vinci.
Oh yeah, where she's very like in 3rd grade. This part was my favorite, but
Specifically.
4th grade I like this one.
Yeah.
Like, God damn.
That's a fan.
She's a true fan.
Yeah.
True fan. And that's cool. It's awesome. And obviously, it has to inflate ego, right? After being kicked down, especially by the person that you think is the reason why you suck, right? But
When anyone like praises your art, your
yeah.
ego always boosts. Woo. And then you go on the Instagrams and you go, oh.
I just like her little deflection of like, I didn't quit. I just want to do a manga, so I took a break.
That's big brain. When I take a break for like a week, actually, guys, we have a movie coming out. We didn't take a break from this podcast thing. A movie will be coming out soon, right, Eddie? Right?
No,
Yeah.
no, it's like don't do this.
So
No.
much art to sell.
Which art?
But that is fun, and I feel like that. I feel like that dynamic never fully changes throughout this, and it's coded in like her reactions to all the events that go after, right?
Yeah.
Where she never. It's funny because you see her happy and stuff, but deep down you could see that she's not fully over it, right? That idea or that inferiority. Right, compared to this other person.
You also see it both ways because you also see the background artist also feel like she's trying to move forward to make her art better, to make everything better.
Well, it's like what she said. She's like, I'm such a slow artist and I want to be faster.
Yeah.
And then she was like, if I get better, I can assist you better by drawing faster, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons why she wants to go into art school.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the manga with her.
Yeah.
Because she wants to improve, right?
Yeah.
And she wants to improve in every aspect.
Well, she did the one dreaded thing every artist does. She opened an art book and said, damn, that's some good art. My art's ass.
I want to do this.
I want this to be my art.
I think there's what I love is there's like multiple layers to that, right? Because she's working with this person that she admires, right?
Yeah.
And probably in a lot more ways than just her art.
Yeah.
Because you have a person that is capable of doing all the things that she can't.
Yeah.
Like, which is, going out, being social, talking to people, right?
Yeah, which is just shy and awkward.
Yeah. And also having this drive, It's like when you look at any ambitious person, something like the introvert gets the extrovert that drags them through everything, right?
But this also feels like just art in general.
Yeah.
Like, as going to all these cons, these are people.
I'm sure.
These are people I've met 1,000 times where you get the super extroverted person that will talk to us for 10 million years about, our art, about what they're doing. And then we also have how you doing? Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying they don't exist, right? But
No.
when you have a person that is next to someone else, that to them is this bright beacon all the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, that inferiority comes in, especially when she doesn't know that the other person feels the same way towards her in a different aspect.
I think it's a specific scene that it gets revealed later when she was like, oh, when we get serialized, I want our art to be like top tier or like very very good, right?
Yeah.
And then I think that's something she takes as my art's not good enough right now.
Yeah.
And it was at that point where they were getting serialized that she's like, I'm gonna take a step back to go into art school.
Because how I think she perceived it, like, because it was still when they were younger when she said that.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, I agree with that. I don't think she thought her art was bad until she opened the art book that showed, like, better art. Does that make sense?
I think it showed her different avenues of how she could improve.
Yeah.
Right. Because I feel like with that flashback, you could tell there's the seed that plants of being like, oh, I want to be better for you because I admire you, right?
Yeah.
And that's where that stems from. But she's the kind of person that, you know, can't really vocalize that emotion. So when that split comes, you could hear it in the subtext and be like, oh, I want to do this for you, right? I want to be better because I don't feel like I deserve to be, you know, with you in this, right? But it doesn't come out that way, and the other person interprets it weird because the other person still has that inferiority complex with this idea of like, oh, you're already amazing, and now you want to be better still when I haven't gotten there.
Yeah. So then she's like, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna be the greatest without you, basically.
So, and I think it's what makes, you know, when you get near the end more poignant because it's just years of building emotion, right? Until tragedy happens, right?
Yeah.
But I came out of nowhere. I was watching, I was enjoying this movie, and this motherfucker was like, I wonder when it's gonna turn sad. I'm like, what you mean?
I thought
a movie like this doesn't get made unless it's sad.
I thought because the first scene in the movie was the one where the couple got hit by the car while they're driving.
So you thought that was good?
But there was a 4-frame that was before it that they didn't show. It was like people actually getting hit by the car.
Yeah, I know.
And I thought she was gonna get hit by a car.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a foreshadow, like Superhead. I'm like, ooh, I could see it here. And my brain
I see the lines.
My brain saw the line, drew it, and then I looked at the screen and I was like, my line's not even close.
You know what this reminds me? And I don't know if this is common, right? If this is a common trope in drama
Someone
literature.
dying?
No, not
Seems like
no,
it.
'cause, no, that always happens, right? But it's dying by random killers.
Oh yeah.
I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is an
fine.
example of this.
I'm still so tilted from that. Did you watch that one?
No. Don't even tell me about it. No, tell me about it. I want to watch it.
You gonna watch it?
Links to, yeah.
You won't believe it.
Cancer doesn't kill her.
No, dude. She got hit by 18 cars in a row.
It's like the first scene in a zombie. Zombieland Saga.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
It's the beginning to that show. It just cycles through.
Damn it.
But I don't know if that's a common trope. And I think if it wasn't for the fact that there's a very obvious real world like connection that you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I understand what you're alluding to.
Yeah, because basically there's a guy kills 13 people, injures 3 if my brain works,
Something like that. Yeah.
with an axe. With a pickaxe.
With a pickaxe.
Not a normal
Yeah,
axe.
a pickaxe.
When they showed the picture, I was like, what the?
At an art college, because in his words,
They plagiarized his art.
plagiarized his art. He
Yeah.
posted online.
Which, I mean, to those who don't know, is a very obvious parallel to the attack on Kyoto Animation Studios.
Yep.
And this did come out not too long after that. So, which is very sad. And it's a very sad thing that's happened. I mean, anytime like a tragedy like that hits an animation studio or things like that, whether it be like the gas attack for Gainax,
Yep.
right?
Years ago.
Yeah. But,
Didn't they finally prosecute the guy?
yeah, I think so. But,
Good.
so, and that's obviously a sad thing. And the girl dies.
Surprise.
Surprise. The shy one who went to art school dies there. And
She didn't deserve that.
My brain heard she deserved
that's
that.
what I heard too.
No, I said she didn't deserve that.
I heard she deserved it. Like,
No.
what? That's why I laughed a little. Like, why are you saying this?
Didn't.
No, she didn't.
She did
Didn't.
not. She did not. She's amazing. She's wholesome.
She was wholesome. She's
But
better.
no, she did, and you could see how like. That's why I said I love that it doesn't have to tell you so many of like the subtext to get all of it crashing down at the end.
Yeah.
Because I think part of what makes the other character like so like sad and everything is I think the realization that she probably still held all of this just negative emotion
Yeah.
all these years, and it finally all of it just snapped because the person that she felt it towards obviously
It's gone.
is gone.
I want to take a step back because I look back to that scene where it gets revealed that she died,
Yeah.
and it was kind of like I want to say like a throwaway scene. You know, it's like random because she's just talking on the phone with like her editor, I believe.
No, she called. She knew what happened.
No, this is before.
This is before. She's calling an editor because she's just talking about like, oh, I need assistance to finish this chapter or whatever the fuck, right? But in the background, there's the news.
Yeah.
So as I'm watching, I'm like, hey, what the fuck's going on in the news? It was this art college thing going on. Wait, wasn't that one girl in the art? Oh no!
You know it's important. You know it's important. The moment like they subtitle the news
the
section.
news section, yeah.
And I'm just like, oh,
They're finally
here it
subtitling
is.
some of the Japanese I need to understand.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
But I know what I do think it's interesting too. In that scene where she's talking to the editor and she's going through all the points she does not like about like all the background artists, because that's what they are. The assistants are the background artists, right? So probably in the back of her head, there's this idea, right, of being like, oh, I should have had her with me this entire time, and no one lives up to that.
I thought after that she was gonna like, oh, I'm gonna call her to see if she wants to come on board, and then just tragedy happens.
No, because I think she thinks it's not a lost cause, but she thinks like you can't talk to her until.
And she's too prideful.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, that's how I understood that scene at least.
And in her mind, it's because she's probably feeling she left me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's exactly the thought, right?
That's how she felt.
Yeah.
In the scene where she says, "I'm going to art school." She's like, "Why?"
Yeah.
Why would you leave me?
Yeah. And that resentment is probably boiling through this entire time she's making this other manga.
Yeah.
So, and no one
She's
else.
taking it out on the other assistants.
Yeah.
Like, why are you so shit at the back?
But yeah, I think that's the thing. Also, she's so used to having someone with her that
Yes.
can draw up to the standards.
Her
that she
standards?
has, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's always the thing, right?
It's probably skewed.
Well, yeah, exactly. There's a bias because in her eyes, she's always the better one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Because she's always been better than her.
Yeah.
So no one else lives up to this image she has of this other person.
That's the whole movie, basically. That's it. She's just like, come on, why can't I find people this good? Well, here's one in fourth grade.
And
Off
then
those fourth graders.
And then I think that's why, when everything goes down and she realizes that she's just built up all this resentment over the years, right? That she feels so guilty.
Yeah,
And for what? For what?
She's the one that pushed her away, basically, is how I felt of it towards the end. Where she's like, okay, go to school, you're going to miss all this, you need me, blah, blah, blah. And if she didn't basically say that.
She's being toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think she pushed her away per se. I think she removed herself from her because I think she was willing to, after she was good enough, come back and draw together.
Oh, well, yeah, that's how I
because of
understood.
her pridefulness. She's just like, no, you left me, fuck you, you won't be as good as me, blah, blah, blah. And then, she dies and depressed and, all of that anger and resentfulness for nothing.
Yeah.
For nothing. You lost your friend for nothing.
I do like the scene when she goes to the house.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
sure at this point.
It's her
It's
house.
her house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, she goes into the room, or before she goes into the room, she sees like the
Shonen Jump.
Shonen Jump, yeah.
Yeah.
And, it's got her original art in it, makes her realize basically all those emotions.
like-
Keeping up with her worth of work and
Where,
stuff.
where she's been building this resentment for all these years.
Yeah.
Like the other girl has just always admired her.
Yeah.
She's like, well, she's amazing. She's serialized. Buy multiple copies of the same volume.
Yeah.
And she blames herself, or the artist now blames herself that because she pushed her, died. Yeah, pushed her away. She died, basically.
Well, it's more like, because it goes even further, right?
Well, yeah.
It's
If I pulled her out of the house, and that's why she died.
Yes.
Basically,
If I didn't draw
my
this one
friend,
thing,
she killed her.
what I do find interesting on because obviously you get this weird like other timeline.
yeah,
Which they didn't meet.
Yeah, right. Where that doesn't happen.
this is what would have happened.
This is what would
basically.
happen. And I do find interesting that it still ends in the same place, but the ending slightly changes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's a fact where maybe I don't know if like it's a realization to her or if that's how she's perceiving this, right? Where like, oh no, that's not the case, right? Like even if I wouldn't have pulled her out, it might have just ended up this way anyway, right? So at least because then you get all the other flashbacks, right? When she gets the other paper back,
Yeah.
where she's like, oh, we built so many good memories.
Yeah,
Right.
I think-
That wouldn't have happened.
that was my favorite scene. Is basically after the flashback, the paper goes back the other way through
Yeah.
the door, and she basically sees what she was what our flashback was, our fake flashback.
Yeah, the timeline jump.
Yeah. Where it's like, oh, she kicked him. Not gonna lie, that's crazy that she had this in her brain. If I draw something like that, I ain't going anywhere. Just tell me, guys, like, oh, you're calling your death. We ain't doing this ever. That's what she did. She called her death in a horrible way. Very depressing.
I want to read further into just that 4-panel manga because, he's about to get attacked. She gets saved by her friend, but the friend gets hurt.
Yes.
Breaks her leg.
No, in the 4-panel manga.
Oh.
She has the
with the pickaxe in her back. Yeah.
And that's why it's called Look Back.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe it's like a theme of she kept hurting herself for no reason or something like that.
Or more like you hurt yourself in the act of saving me.
Yeah.
Because that's how the other girl felt.
Yeah.
Because she did save her from being, I guess, completely lonely.
Yeah.
You give
her purpose, I guess.
You took that in a way artsier way than I thought.
Oh.
I thought it was just a funny thing because how the other girl drew all comedy stuff.
Oh.
I thought she was like, I want to. Yeah, I want to put in some
Ah.
comedy also into my art.
Yeah.
That's how I took it. Where it was like,
And it's probably a little bit of that as well, and that's why the other girl, takes it wholeheartedly because it's what I guess could have been, right?
Yeah.
In her head.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like how her just receiving that just gives her like the punch of memories and being like, no, no matter what would have happened, maybe this would have been the case. And all you did is you made someone's life very happy until that moment.
Yeah, I like the movie.
That's great.
That look back is the friends we made along the way. Or friend, I guess.
I guess I don't have any. There's none back there.
Yeah.
And I've always heard that this one shot's very just kind of like poignant. It's short, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very emotional, jam-packed.
It felt long, though.
It did.
I think it was because more, like we said, it was more stressed. I was more stressed out throughout the whole thing because I'm like, something's going to happen. I can't be happy.
I was enjoying the thing until this was like, something sad's going to happen. I'm like, what? Oh, no, now I'm stressed. I was going to happen. Who's going to die?
Because I'm like, okay, like she's going to art school. The thing's almost over. Nothing bad can happen, right?
And then everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
My heart's broken. I would never emotionally recover from this.
I'll look back on this day.
I don't know how that's not your maybe it's just a very pessimistic outlook, right? Where I'm like, I know this artist. I know he writes. I know this thing's very critically acclaimed, and if something's critically acclaimed, it's normally not happy.
Somebody fucking died.
Yeah, it's normally not happy.
Gosh, in that terrible way.
I thought it was just like critically acclaimed because maybe it was like once they get into the manga scene, that's when it goes dark. Like Oshinoko has the ideas of like the background stuff.
What's the one anime about mangakas?
There's a few, but the one
most
with the
recent
girls.
one, one with the girls.
That'd be you've watched it. I haven't.
The Masaki Yusa one? Daizoken?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
One. I thought it was gonna be kind of like that.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Where it's all happy and
happy and
go lucky.
Cute
and
girls doing cute things and like let me show
See,
you how I do manga.
I didn't think it would be happy. I just thought it was gonna go into like maybe the dark side of like manga, like how stressed they have to be all the time.
And they're
drawing,
working like 100-hour weeks.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna go into.
Oh, where you lose a little bit of that innocence of like, oh, this is my dream job, and then you get into it and it beats you down.
Dude, when I saw her draw in her little room, I was like, no wonder that dude from Hunter x Hunter has a fucked up back. Like, that motherfucker's drawing like this bitch.
Yeah, he doesn't have one of those like tables. That's like,
she's just like hunched over on the floor. I'm like, God damn, that hurts my back looking at this.
Your hernia from sitting down.
Yeah.
Kneeling down on your kotatsu.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know.
I really liked her little jacket signed by the one main girl.
Yeah.
I would have liked it if the ending, you know how the ending where she just walks away in her black suit.
Oh, she took the jacket.
Yeah,
well,
I think
the jacket probably doesn't fit her, but yeah.
Yeah, but I think it would have been better if she like wore it or had it.
Oh,
in her hand.
she hung it in her room or her office or whatever.
As like a statement because she did take the manga 4-panel.
Yeah.
Or one of them.
I thought she did, but when she taped it, it was blank.
Yeah,
So,
but I'm
like,
unsure if that was just because of like animation.
Yeah, they're like, I ain't gonna
it.
fucking draw this small ass shit. Yeah.
I only assumed it was just the one she took for
That's,
Barrett.
I also
That's
assumed
that's
it.
what I assumed, but I was like, why is it empty?
But maybe, well, the other thing I thought about, right? because it started with her, seeing that blank piece and drawing on and sending it.
Yeah.
Where in actuality, what she got was blank, but because the other thing too is the four manga panel that she gets back is in her style. Yeah. It's in her art style.
Yeah.
Oh. So maybe it's a question of you have this woman working through her grief that way, and she sees this manga panel on a blank blank sheet. Right.
That too.
Yeah, and that's what she gets out of the door. Because if you want to say like a supernatural thing happened and a person from beyond the grave, or the person like drew it and sent it back to her, right?
Yeah.
I think it's more of an idea of it's the same thing again, where she saw this blank piece and her head filled it with what she needed.
Yeah, what she wished it would have happened.
Yeah, to get over the grief.
Yeah.
And so she posts as a reminder of being like, of
the past.
Yeah,
basically.
of like all this started with a blank 4 panel.
Yeah. So she can look at it, and then it would help her look back.
I like.
Yeah.
I like that.
Either way, it could be full, it could be blank. There's multiple ways you could take it.
The most wholesome moment was that little girl in the 4th grade or whatever, she had like a booklet, like a scrapbook of all the 4 manga panels.
Oh yeah, that the other girl did?
Until 6th grade, yeah. I was like, that's fucking wholesome. That's cute. Rip.
Now I'm more depressed than ever.
It was amazing. It was a very amazing movie.
Worth my 59 minutes.
It was like almost an hour and something now, since we had to sit through that 4-minute commercial.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Been better if we were on the seas.
It's 2 commercials.
It was 4.
Oh, it was 4?
It was 4 commercials.
You just didn't pay attention.
You blanked it out, but I was like...
It doesn't end.
I need to buy these things. I don't know what they are.
Insurance.
That's what
I remember that one.
The Melting Man.
Yes.
That was more depressing than the movie was.
Oh, sure.
That ad was very, very freaky. Anyway,
Amazing movie. You should watch it. So if you came back,
watch it again.
Watch it again.
What do you think?
What did you think other things mean? Do you think that this?
Do you think there's more?
Did you overread it as well?
Do you think there's more meaning in some of this, or do you think like me and you're like, that's probably just
or do you think it's just not that deep?
It could be just not that deep.
Maybe it's both. Maybe there's more deep things we don't know about, and everything we talked about was just wrong.
Maybe it's like the iceberg, and we're just like the top.
So
we're just the top, and it's very deep. There's other layers.
Yeah,
but it's an amazing movie. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Please follow, like, subscribe, look back at our other podcasts. Yeah, and we'll also
update you on where we've been.
Yeah,
what we've done.
We have another podcast idea in the making.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And if you like our stuff and want to support us, we have our own website now.
Reaper. Link down below.
ReaperInTheArea.com.
Oh,
.com. I don't know.
For art, these guys are artists.
.org.
They're very good.
.gov.
They're very good. Go look at their stuff.
The Eddie will bring stuff to
I have such like these emotions of Bob. I'm gonna
do I get murdered?
Bob, you should go to art school.
I like how Bob is the one.
You should go to art school, Bob. Because look, I draw the funny stuff. He draws the artsy stuff.
There you go.
I have this funny idea for a manga.
The parallels are.
It's gonna be a shame. I really like Bob.
Knowing Bob's luck, he would be the one. But thank you everybody for watching. Until the next time. See ya.
Could we change it to Captain Brief?
Oh, that would have been better.
Captain Briefs.
Captain Briefs.
I think I would have liked the comic book better if it was called like Captain Thong.
Captain G-String.
Capitan G-String.
Tell me that's not better.